So typically patterns will tell you to fasten off at the end of your work or at the end of an individual piece. Fastening off is just a way to secure your work. So to fasten off, you just want to cut a tail. Sometimes it will tell you to leave a really long tail if that tail is then going to be used for sewing up. If it doesn't specify, then usually you can keep the tail about this long. Then to fasten off, you just want to yarn over, so drape the yarn over your crochet hook. Then we're going to pull it through the loop on our hook, but we're going to pull it all the way through. So we'll pull through and then just tug on your crochet hook until the end pops through that loop. Then you can pull it tight and it will create a knot that will make your work secure and not come unraveled. And then another really important finishing step is to weave in your ends. So weaving in your ends is just a way to secure these yarn tails here. If you just cut them off, then there's a good chance your work is going to unravel. So to weave in your ends, you want to take your yarn tail and thread it onto a tapestry needle. Now there are a few different types of tapestry needles you can get. Some have a bent end like this one, some of them are straight. The key thing is that tapestry needles have a really wide head so that you can get yarn through it, and they also have a fairly blunt end because they are not designed to pierce through fabric, they're designed to weave through yarn. Sometimes they're called wool needles, sometimes tapestry needles. You can generally pick them up in sets that include a few different sizes. So there's no perfect science to weaving in your ends. The key thing is you want to work under about 4 or 5 stitches in total and in at least 3 different directions to minimize the chance of your tail becoming unraveled. So you just want to insert your tapestry needle under a few different stitches in one direction. If there is a front side and a back side to your work, you generally want to do the weaving in on the back side or the side that won't be visible. So just pull that through. Be careful not to pull too tightly that it puckers on your work, but you want it to pull tightly enough that it hides itself in the work. Then I'm just going to work in a horizontal direction, again going under at least 2 or 3 different stitches. And then I'm going to work in a third direction, so I'm going to work up a couple of stitches like so. Feel free to weave in as much as you like. If you're really concerned about the tails coming loose, then you can weave in a little bit more than this. And then you just want to trim this tail like so, and then your end is woven in. So you just want to do this for every loose end that you have on your piece. Again, follow your pattern though, because in some cases you might want to leave the tail for sewing up later.